Hello, hello, my amazing artists. Today we are going to talk about making a paper background for our fish project. Okay, paper seaweed. There's lots of different techniques we're going to learn today. And to get started, you're going to need your background paper. You can choose if you want your background paper to go horizontally this way, or you want it to be up and down. That's up to you, right? But for me, for this project, I'm going to make it go sideways. Okay. You are also going to need some strips of green paper, some glue. You can use a glue stick or a glue bottle. And you're going to need a pencil and a pair of scissors. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to choose this color to start with. And here we go. The first thing first is I like to draw myself a little stop line, a reminder line. At the top of my paper, I can fit a finger in there. If you want to fit 2 fingers in there, that's fine. That's how I'm going to attach this piece of paper. The next thing I'm going to do, get my scissors. And I'm going to slowly cut strips of paper. But I'm going to stop at that stop line. I don't want to make my strips of paper too small. So I'm going to make sure I'm only going to cut 3 or 4 on this paper. If I make them too small, it's really hard to use later. I can fit at least a finger, sometimes 2, inside of each of these. Alright, the next thing is I'm going to rotate that paper. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to flip it because this is the side where I want to put my glue. So I'm going to flip it. And I'm going to start to make the crinkles. Let's look again at the example. I am making this right here. And we're going to use the accordion fold. Starts with 1 strip. Fold forward. Fold backwards. And continue the pattern. Keep going as long as you like. You can stop in the middle. You can go all the way down. That's up to you. And here we are. I did 1. I'm going to take a moment to do the rest. Okay, boys and girls, I took the time and I crinkled all of this paper for this kind of seaweed. Next, I'm going to take it to the side, move it to the side, and not glue it down just yet. All right, let's look at a different kind of seaweed that we could create. I've got a different piece of paper here, and I'm going to use my pencil to draw another stop line. Remember, you want to be able to fit at least 1 finger or 2 fingers inside of there. I'm going to take my scissors, and I'm going to cut some strips. Remember, I'm not making them too skinny because then it's really hard to curl them later or change them later. So I've got a couple of strips there, and I'm going to flip it over so I don't see the pencil line. And I'm going to turn it. So the stop line is down on this side. And it's on the back. I'm going to take my pencil. And I'm going to curl the paper. So it starts at the top. And I'm going to roll it down. I don't have to roll all the way down if I don't want to. But for this one I am. I can stop at different sections on the strips. Aha! Look at that. It's made a nice little curly cue. I'm going to do this to all 4 of the strips. I'll be right back. Haha! I did it! I curled all 4 of my strips. And if I wanted to, I could make this one come up a little bit and uncurl them, make them less curly. You can see on the side. But now I'm going to take this piece of paper and I'm going to put it to the side because I'm not ready for that yet. Not ready to glue yet. There's another way to make seaweed. Okay? Now I can draw these lines in pencil first, just wavy lines if I wanted to, or I could just take my scissors and start cutting. Aha. Now, I can make them different sizes. I can even use this scrap paper right here and cut off a little bit on the side. Not much has to go to waste. Make them different size, and they're just these wavy line shapes. Now, if I used pencil on any of these, or if you use any pencil on any of these, that's the side that you want to put your glue on so you don't see your pencil lines later. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is arrange our shapes. Arrange them. I want to fill up most of the bottom of my paper with my seaweed, okay? And I don't want all 4 here. I think I'm going to snip this one little piece, put it somewhere else. You want to arrange your shapes, decide where you want them to go before you glue anything down. You want to try to make sure that when you do glue them down, they go to the bottom of the paper. You can overlap some shapes. You can make some of them pop up, like even this flat one. If I wanted to glue it down here, I can make it pop up a little bit and go wavy when I glue it down. I just have to put a little glue back here, and back here. That's something different. Another thing that you might notice on my example, I also used some torn paper. Just a little bit of torn paper on the bottom covered up any blue spots. Oh, I missed one there. Don't need a lot. And if you notice, I used the light green on top of the dark green, so it really shows up well. Oops. Gotta turn the glue. Put a little bit. I always put the glue on the background. Aha. Line it up. Now, if I wanted these to be a little bit taller and not come down, I could always put some glue to where I wanted it to go so that it stays there, the paper stays there. Boys and girls, I hope you have fun and get creative with your project.